Okay, in this quick tutorial we're going to use the equation solver to solve these three equations. So the equation solver is there. I can use a shortcut by going alpha A, and I'm going to use first of all the polynomial, which is f2. Now the polynomial solver can do x squareds, x cubes, x to the power of 4. So our first equation is x squared. So it asks us how many x squareds have I got? 1. How many x's? Minus 6. How many left on their own? 5. And it equals 0. You must have it equal to 0 or else this won't work. And we're just going to F1, we're going to solve. So there are my answers, 5 and 1. Very straightforward. Let's go back out and again, and this time let's just do a 3. It's the same thing, and we're using the second equation here. So I've got an x cubed, 6x squareds, 3 x's, and negative 10. And again, it equals 0. So I'm going to solve that, and I get those answers. Very straightforward. Slightly more complicated, and you probably won't need it till you get to IB, is the solver. And we're going to solve an equation like that. So it asked me to input the equation. So my E is above the log, and I put x in, scroll across, and I have to use this equal sign here, which is shift equals 6. Done. Now it doesn't give me the answer straight away. This is an answer to a previous equation. It's going to give me all the answers between there and there, which is just, well, it's going to give me one of the answers. So I'm going to press solve, and it gives me one answer. It gives me the answer, the first answer it finds past 0. So I'm going to actually see if there's any more answers. I happen to know there aren't for this equation. But what if there's an answer bigger than 1.79? So I'm going to repeat, and for my lower value I'm going to put in 1.8 and go up towards basically infinity and solve it. And there are no answers. I knew that already, but I'm just showing you what happens when there are no answers. Now the neat thing about this is, delete this line and delete the whole formula, you can recall something from your graph menu. So if you're working on a graph, I can recall this particular one here. So yep, let's have that. It's not an equation, so the first thing I'm going to do is make it equal to 0. And you'll see that our answer from the previous equation's up there. I'm now going to solve this, and actually my answers are 1, minus 2, and minus 5. When I solve it, it gives me the 1 from the first bracket. If I think there's more, what I'm going to do is repeat, and I'm going to go down, and maybe I'll go from minus 10 and use 0.9, so just below the 1. See if there's any answers. Solve. Okay, it's given me the minus 2 from the second bracket. And I repeat again to get the third one. Of course, the disadvantage with this is that you need to have some idea of your answers anyway. But it's quite a powerful tool for finding quick things. There's the minus 5. So that will find all of them. You probably don't want to use this third one, this solver, unless you've got some higher level equations and you're using IB. For IGCSE, GCSE level, the polynomial solver is all you will need.